Coming to you live at 10:38 a.m. To bring you some World of Tanks news. For example, today, just now actually, we have new Battle Bash chapter, Tankfest special chapter, which is available for the next 18 days. Well, for now, 17 days, 19 hours and 20 minutes. And it is very short Battle Bash, up to, what is that, 25 levels, where you're able to get commanders, 2 of them actually, with BIA as 0 perk, plus enough XP to get 2 more perks. Over here you get the Tankfest the special style if you purchase the improved pass, bonds, bounty equipment from the base track after hitting level 21, then premium days, 9 premium days as well. And we were discussing together with the stream, like, is this worth it? And because the price for this is 1000 gold, which is less than half of the price of the usual battle pass, even though the length is half of it, right? Then it is actually not that bad, because if you want to buy this, you get 2 commanders, you get 9 premium days, some other things like ready boosters and whatnot. And, if we compare this 1000 gold, what you normally get in World of Tanks, for example, even premium days are more expensive. If you look at that, like 7 premium days package over here already by itself is more than 1000 gold. So, do you have any leftover gold? Do you want to grind extra battle pass or 25 levels extra and not focusing on the main chapters over here? Well, it is all up to you, of course, but as far as the value goes, what you normally get for 1k gold, it is not the worst offer over here, right? So, new battle pass is starting. If you want to get it, I'm just here to remind you that you have to click on it and switch the chapter and start grinding that special battle pass chapter. Because it is not automatically activated for you. Also, what came with this Battle Pass was the Battle Pass offer for A43 Black Prints, which is basically like a tier 6 Black Prints with a special style. Here it is, 4.5k gold. Like, I don't know how huge of a fan are you of tier 6 tanks, but if we compare it to the Black Prints, for example, which is tier 7. This one, the A43 Black Prince, is tier 6. They have the same gun, but of course, because it is lower tier, it has a little bit worse gun handling, less rate of fire and whatnot, but both have the 17 pounder gun. Hull armor is the same, turret is weaker though, as you can see, and of course, mobility is also weaker, as you can see. Not as fast, and less view range as well on the top of that. So that for 4.5k gold, for a tier 6 tank, that is quite expensive. And as Momik said about this tank, there is an offer about that, but who gives an F, right? Anyway, moving on, this is the Battle Pass section I wanted to mention over here. Moving on to the next topics, and this is, we have couple new tanks coming into the game, and Wargaming is really starting to release some weird Italian tanks, because if we remember, last week I covered this tank right over here, which is the Felice, that has now new highest standard ammunition alpha damage on any medium tank. It is a tier 9, it was a tier 9 Felice, right? 490 alpha with AP and APCR and heat rounds. So kind of a weird, out of place Italian assault medium tank that, like, all the stats of this tank looks like it is more of a heavy tank, but it is under medium tank category. And this time what we have is Toro, a support heavy tank. This is a tier 9 Italian heavy tank with auto reloading gun system. Now it looks weird, yes, it looks way weirder than the usual Italian tanks we have over here, but having the auto reloading gun system is kind of the same, right? And as far as the looks goes, me personally, I kind of dig it. It's kind of cool looking rear turret tank. Tier 9 Toro, and 360 Alpha, 248 penetration. And you can carry 4 shells in the magazine with 3-second reload between each shot. So if we take a look at the more specific details about the firepower over here, you can see 360 Alpha or 440 with high explosive. That actually has a decent penetration value as well. 105 millimeters of penetration is definitely not bad. 248 with a standard APCR, could get you into troubles because APCR, you know, especially when sniping, loses penetration value and hates angled armor, so this could bounce off quite a bit. 315 heat, however, that's pretty nice for a tier 9. Shell velocity numbers quite standard, I would say so overall. So as I said, 3-second reload time between shots over here. 11 seconds to load the final shell, or let's start from the other side then, right? 17 seconds, as far as I know, is if your magazine is completely empty. Then the next shell loads in 15 seconds. Then the next shell in 13 seconds. And if you have 3 shells in, the final shell, what you can cycle, reloads in 11 seconds. And 4 shells in total, 2.5 second aiming time, which is, you know, okay. And dispersion at 100 meters for a heavy tank 0.35 is also okay, but now it just depends on the hidden stats, the dispersion on turret rotation, hull rotation, on the move. If those suck, this gun handling suck. If those do not suck, this gun handling is good enough for sure. -8 degrees of gun depression for a rear turreted tank is kinda good. I would say that's actually very good for a back turreted tank. 60 shells in total. Well, that means you are not going to run out of ammunition, and if you do, well, you better have a cracking game to show us. Mobility, not bad, 45 drop speed, 18 moving backwards, nothing bad over here. With turbo, you can get it up to 50, 51, right? Power to weight ratio, okay as well for a heavy tank. Hull rotation, 35, good. Turret, 30, decent. So mobility, under the mobility department, definitely not hating that either. Survivability, turret seems to be very slopey, hull seems to be kind of slopey as well, not like extreme angle, but still some. But the commander hatch, as you can see, well, you cannot miss that, I would say. You cannot unsee that, because it is quite a massive one. 1,700 hit points for a tier 9 heavy is on the lower side for sure, because there are some medium tanks in tier 9 that has more hit points. What was the Felice hit points, for example? I can't see exactly. Anyway, turret armor 200 with the slope, of course, 150 and 60. We need to see the 3D armor model to see how it exactly is looking like. Maybe it is like 280, 290, 300 effective armor value, maybe not. We'll see. Hull armor 140, 70 and 50. So if this upper plate is also 140 and it is angled under a reach line a little bit, that is going to bounce for sure. But on the flat ground, not so much. View range, 390 meters. Good to see that it has 4 crewmen setup, commander, gunner, driver, and loader. Makes everything E and Z. APCR, heat, high explosive. High explosive with good penetration values. And of course, keep in mind, characteristics are not final. Those are first super test stats over here. So this is upcoming Toro tank. Toro Rosso, if you know what I mean. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about this, because we are moving on into the next vehicle, which is kind of a weird one over here that looks like Scorpion, the tier 7 American tank destroyer Scorpion and ELC combination kind of, but this is actually a tier 6 medium tank. With 230 alpha damage, 280 with high explosive, 170, 198 penetration numbers over here, quite standard low tier shell velocity, 9.2 second reload time, 2.3 second aim time, accuracy kind of derpy, 0.38 for a medium tank, right? But minus 14 degrees of gun depression, 10 degrees of gun elevation. Now, minus 14 degrees of gun depression is amazing. No denying in that. But 10 degrees of gun elevation, that will get you into some awkward situations quite often. Like many people may overlook how important gun elevation stats can be as well. Like some weird bumps can mess up your aim and targeting for sure. It can carry 40 shells, so maybe you run out of ammunition, maybe not. Mobility, well, not maybe you run and maybe not. It's like more often you're not going to run out of ammo. And once again, same story. If you run out of ammunition, well, you better have a good game to show us. Mobility seems to be fast, 52, 20, 18.3 power to weight ratio, and turns very fast, 50, hull rotation, 40 on the turret. So it seems to be quite a nimble one. 840 hit points, no armor. Let's just say no armor whatsoever. Like, it seems to be, it like reminds me Cromwell hull for some reason, right? Maybe it is built on Cromwell. Like, look at that. Look at this. This seems to be a Cromwell, just with a different gun system. And people were saying this is a real tank as well, that actually existed. So commander, gunner, and driver, so no loader. Someone has to do the loading as well. Someone is under more pressure. Someone has to be radio operator. Someone has to be loader. AP, APCR, and HE over here. And if we look at the pictures, this is how it looks like in the game as well. And I mainly wanted to get those pictures to see the camo value, because that tank has the looks of being very sneaky. But, you know, 13.28, it is not that crazy camo value over here. 380 meters view range as well. But looks kinda unique, kinda cool, kinda futuristic in all honesty. This is a Comres 75. And finally, we have a random Skoda. Like, I don't know what is up with the Czech vehicles, just coming in absolutely randomly. This is a Tier 7 Skoda T17. Nobody knew about this. It simply is here. Take it. Information. What are they going to do with it? I don't know. Let's predict. Maybe they simply gift it away during Wargaming's birthday in August. What do you say? What do you think? Like, wild prediction over here. We have 80 Alpha, 142 Pen, 188. Well, Tier 6 medium tank we just covered has more Alpha and more penetration, right? But it is autoloader, so this is why. 12-second reload for the full magazine. 1.33 seconds reload time between each shot. And it has 5 shells in total. So this is kinda unique indeed. You can deal 400 damage on average with your one clip. And what is it then? 6.5 seconds, roughly 6.57 seconds to unleash your clip, which is, yeah, you know, can be fun. It's like more buffed G-Re, or a couple more shells G-Re, because G-Re can also empty its clip very fast, right? Aiming time 2 seconds, good aiming time, very good aiming time, but accuracy or dispersion at 100 meters, 0.4, kinda sucky. Minus 8 degrees of concentration, good. This is where the good concentration starts. Minus 10 is excellent, minus 8 is good, I would say. 80 shells as well. Mobility 56, 19, and 24.7 power to weight ratio. Once again, very nimble, very fast, kind of unique, right? So Tier 7, this is like, the more I look at it, the more I dig it, actually. If I'm completely honest over here. Total hit points, 920, no armor whatsoever. It looks like a baby Skoda. It looks like Skoda, baby Skoda with baby fat. I don't know, am I on the right track over here? This is how it looks like, at least. Concealment, 17.67. Wait, what? 17.67. Is it base concealment? You crazy? That's like really good, no? That is like really good. Hey, chat. We're live right now, so isn't that really good? 17.67. If this is space stationary, is that? What could be the, let's see. So let's say, like, maybe good, maybe okay. Maybe too good. Well, it's a tiny donk. Yeah, it seems to be very tiny donk. I wonder, like, the picture doesn't give it justice, most likely, right? The picture doesn't give it justice. 370 meter view range as well, and 525 who cares meters. Commander, gunner, and driver. So once again, someone is under motor pressure. AP, APCR, and HE. So it has no armor. It is very nimble. It has kind of a unique gun. In all honesty, that tank could be very, very interesting. And I would say more interesting than this one. This one looks more interesting, but this one should play more interesting. Matchmaking, tier 7 matchmaking, you know, that can be rough because we have so many broken overpowered premium tanks over there, but it is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, a couple new donks are coming into World of Tanks, and a couple new tanks are over here already. Once again, Battle Pass is running. If you do not want to buy the improved pass, I don't care, you know, do whatever you want to do. But now you know that this opportunity is over here, and if you want to get bounty equipment, you can get one after completing 21 levels, and some extra bonds over here as well. So thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice weekend. Thursday weekend is actually coming. We are 2 days away, so stay strong, everybody. Stay strong. Have a good one, and adios. And the stream wanted to say hello YouTube, so here you go. Hello mom, hello dad. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.